This is insane. What the frick? Oh my gosh, now we're going down.
Yeah.
Now we're going down.
We're going down.
You could actually kill us if you just like,
Don't
if you just
say
hit
that.
the throttle. No, we would like die.
What'd you think of that?
This is me and my friend Elly, or many of you know her as F1Elly. But today, I'm bringing her to the off-road world because we're driving one of America's top trails, Hell's Revenge in Moab, Utah. We'll be driving all sorts of Toyota trucks and SUVs today, but right now, we're at the trailhead with a 4Runner Trailhunter.
So we're gonna do the whole trail in 4 low. So first we'll get into high range. Get into neutral. So we'll get into 4 low.
Nice. And we're gonna keep it these settings for the entire trail, right?
Yeah, so 4 low range I think is probably gonna be good for this. And it's also gonna enable us to do things like left foot braking if we wanna get real ballsy. I'm practicing my left foot braking. It might not be a good idea. No, just like practice some of our off-road skills. But it's just gonna be nice because obviously this isn't going, we're not gonna be going super fast. I know you like to go fast.
I know, I'm gonna have to.
You're gonna have to hold it back. This is one where I'm not gonna let you go fast.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Well, I think also once I'm up against, you know, the terrain, I'm gonna be going slow. Yeah. Like naturally, it's gonna be a little bit intimidating.
Definitely a slower moving trail.
Okay.
But that's why low range will be good. We don't need to get up super high in the gears. So.
Okay. I love how it just starts off the bat very intensely. I mean, that's a good setting the stage.
Yeah. It's just like no frills, like let's go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No easing into it.
No.
Diving into the deep end.
So we got our Onyx map started, engaged multi-terrain select, rock mode, turned on our cameras, which admittedly we'll heavily use on this trail, and hit the road jack. Wish us luck.
Do we need to have the windows up?
Sorry, I don't know why. I'm just pressing buttons, girl. Let's go!
Let's go. You're 4 low?
4 low, yeah.
Have fun, be safe.
Cool.
Jesus.
Yeah, right off the gate.
Holy heck.
Right out of the gate.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, what do you think of this? This is
a lot. Oh my gosh, Chloe. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're climbing up a rock.
Wait, this is actually, wait, I have to do this. This is crazy.
We're just rolling up here. This is insane.
What the frick?
Oh my gosh. Hey, I'm just following the tire tracks.
Oh my gosh.
And using the front camera.
Oh my gosh, now we're going down.
Yeah.
Now we're going down.
We're going down.
We're going down. Well, not like down, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Down.
Well, thank God we're not going down.
Yeah, we're not going down.
It's not Mayday.
Yeah.
It's definitely using the brakes.
So you're riding the brakes this entire time?
For this going down part,
okay.
Yeah. Like 4 low definitely keeps a lot of, it modulates like a lot of that for you already. But yeah, depending on how steep it is, you definitely still need to use the brakes in 4 low.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you could be going so slow and yet that excitement, the adrenaline is still there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with racing, you know, a lot of that is associated with the speed, getting up to high speeds. But the fact that we are crawling and yet my heart is beating out of my chest, it's kind of a funny
the crazy
dynamic.
thing about off-roading.
Yeah.
Driving up this fin was intense not only for Elly, who was off-roading for her first time actually, but even myself. I do like driving my trucks through the desert, but more of this kind of desert. Despite our reactions starting up here though, this section is actually very manageable as long as you hold the same line as marked with all that tire rubber. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's an insane feeling and view from inside of the car.
What'd you think of that?
The fact that like there was just nothing on your left and my right, just like kind of a drop off.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good litmus test, I feel like, of a stock vehicle on a real trail in the wild, bone stock, no modifications, like what it can do.
Yeah.
And yeah, you saw Jeeps going up it, UTVs going up it, Toyotas going up it too. So yeah,
we're like quite like for the vehicle, like there's no like slipping, there's no strain, like it's able to handle it.
Yeah, the only thing is we're trying to do this trail, see what we can do and can't do without taking out a bumper or taking off a mirror or something.
Okay, right.
We're gonna try not to.
Despite the name, Hell's Revenge is actually pretty doable, even in completely bone stock Toyotas. But we'll be taking the easier line on a lot of these sections, like hanging right on this one named Lake Michigan, and watch our 4Runner crawl right through.
God damn!
Elly, watch yourself there.
Sure, UTVs and modified Jeeps on 37s were flying by us, even on the more difficult line, but we still made it work, though I heavily relied on my front and side cameras here.
All right, first obstacle. Wow, what a start!
Little intimidating.
Yeah. No, I'm glad I'm in a shorter wheelbase vehicle though.
It gets to work right off the bat.
Yeah, didn't need that coffee this morning, you know?
There you go. Okay, right hand down, 2 turns. Perfect. Perfect line. You got it.
Sweet. Thank you.
Nice and slow. You're doing awesome.
And often beyond the vehicle and driver's ability, being able to trust and follow the directions of your spotter is so important out here.
There we go, coming down. Good spotting, thank you. I gotta make sure my rear end comes down.
How'd that feel?
Oh, that was intense right off the gate. But you know, Jackson's like a good spotter, so wasn't super nervous.
Okay.
Going through.
It's crazy how much faster those UTVs can go.
Yeah, they just crawl up like it's no problem.
I think I would enjoy being in a UTV because you get a little bit more speed.
But at the same time, I kind of like being in the trucks because it makes it more fun because there's a challenge component and it like, you know, engages that part of your brain. Oh, we're slipping a little bit.
Oh, wow, it's a big motor.
Yeah. And now when there's like a lot of little throttle and brake needed, I'm left foot braking because I want to modulate really finely because you can, in this mode for low range, what you can do is you can put your foot on the brake and the gas pedal at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll do that then.
I have my right foot right on the transmission tunnel, so it's locked in and I have a lot of control of the gas pedal because a lot of this is about, you know, throttle and brake control because you don't want to be going fast.
Got it.
The theme of this trail is like, yeah, you can do a lot of it, but it's when you make those, you know, deviations that things can get real hairy real fast.
Okay.
Even on something like this ledge, the easier line is hanging all the way to the right, but I wanted to try tackling the harder one straight ahead.
I don't know if this is a good obstacle for me to practice my left foot braking on.
Sometimes this is all you see as a driver, literally sky. So I'm definitely being mindful of the vehicle and focusing hard on my throttle and brake control, but again, putting all of my trust into my spotter, giving him full control of my steering.
Thanks for the spotting.
Hell's Revenge is pure Moab, one of the best off-road trails in the US. And this opportunity of getting out of my 9 to 5 for a day to run it with one of my best friends who's skilled in other motorsports, but she is new to off-roading, makes it even more fun.
She's doing great, ladies and gents. Here, I'll help you out. Put this camera views on.
While I do this, can you feed me a gummy?
Yeah. POV. All right. Ooh, we got a teal one. We got to put it back.
Nasty.
Gross. Okay, red and green. Is that okay?
Yes. Thank you.
We might be dorks, but we met through driving, share a love for trucks, and I could have an unfiltered conversation with her. Really, connecting with somebody like Elly who's equally as excited about trying new things, not being afraid to mess up behind the wheel for the sake of learning, is somebody far and few between.
You remember like the rule about tires I told you in Texas? Like, you never want to put the sidewall, because it's the weakest part of the tire, on like, you know, a rock. So sometimes it's great to just drive and avoid the rock. Like here, you can see there's, you know, a path carved out. I would hang a little bit more.
To the right.
Yeah. Passenger. But yeah, you can always go around the rock. That's the most ideal thing. You could straddle the rock, but you know, if you're going to, if it's the choice to go over the rock, you definitely don't want to put the sidewall on the rock. Just put the tread.
So then like commit to it if you're gonna go on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But commit as in you don't have to like gas it, you know?
Yeah. Like commit the tire to it.
Commit the tire.
Because like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Looks like our next obstacle up there.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's it?
This was the obstacle. She literally lost her breath for a second there. It looks pretty tame on camera, and we are taking the less aggressive line. It is a steep climb if you take the line straight ahead.
So any guidance you feel you want to give, feel free.
Listen to your spotter. That's my guidance. He's saying slide in, like right. Yep. Okay. You're doing awesome.
So where's my right tires on that then?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is F1Elly going up the Hell's Revenge challenge here.
Even on this easier one though, it's not the most trivial obstacle our Forerunner encountered.
Oh god.
You're doing awesome. There you go.
Holy heck.
Little left. There you go. Straight out.
Just follow the arrows.
Woo! Thanks, Dave.
You bet.
You killed it, girl.
Dude, I was staring deep into Dave's eyes. Like, because you really, when you are that steep, you really can't see much, which is why this is helpful.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to take my eyes off of him.
Yeah.
So I just stared like I was literally locked into Dave.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at this.
Yeah. Wanna go on that too?
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad Elly drove this part. It let me soak in the views as we tackled some steep rock climbs. And honestly, her reactions were worth the ride alone.
It's clear at the top. It's a blind crest.
Wow,
So
angle.
at some point you're not going to be able to see anything but sky.
Okay.
So that's when you can use your camera
Okay.
and
What
just keep those arrows centered under the vehicle.
what degree climb is this?
It
We're
says it's close to
almost
30
30.
degrees.
Wow. Oh, this is really steep down.
Yeah, that's 29 degrees.
Great.
So that's squealing. Is that my error or?
Nope,
No.
that's just the
Okay.
tires.
Okay.
They'll lock up a little bit.
Okay.
Real steep decline like that. We're in a heavy vehicle.
Okay.
So they will slide just a bit and they just chirp a bit.
Okay.
You're going to hear that quite a bit today.
Okay. Crazy.
Start climbing up that next big fin. We're already underway. That is totally good. We're clear on top and moving.
I feel getting pushed back in
Oh
the
my
seat.
goodness. Yeah, I can't see anything.
Is that a nervous laugh?
Yeah.
Let me get these guys on the right line.
Okay.
They're offline. Hold on, let me hop out here.
It is kind of scary when your hood's all the way in the sky and you can't see what's in front of you because you don't know when it's gonna dip. You don't know.
Well, you just think at that angle that your
Gonna fall
hood
back?
would tip.
Oh, I think, okay, you're not quite there where you're like gonna.
It feels like that.
This is like
for
30,
a novice.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were not 30. It keeps saying 30. It's saying 30 right?
No, it's not. No, we're at 0.
But it can't read higher than 30.
But I don't think it was going past 30. I'm gonna hold myself and say those things are pretty accurate.
Okay.
Is this whole video just gonna be us arguing about what's 30
angle.
degrees and not? Next time we'll bring a protractor.
Yeah.
Remember one of those from geometry class? Wow, look at that view.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I could not get over these views as Elly drove this next fin climb. And when we got to the bottom, we reached the flats, parked, and traded out our 4Runner. Now I've been wanting to get into the Tacoma, and this is a new 2025 TRD Pro in the color Mudbath. It's got the same size tires as the 4Runner, 33s, and a steel rear ARB bumper.
I see you creeping. Wait, I see you creeping on my ceiling, my shadow.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, Akon?
Yeah.
I like how I knew that.
I feel a burp is upon us.
Is that because of the soda?
Yeah. I needed the caffeine.
I feel a sugar rush from the gummy worms.
Yeah, I don't know I'm not very sugar, like I don't think the sugar helps me as much. I was just a little bit hungry. I just wanted it. But caffeine. I never drink soda at home, but whenever I'm on a press trip, I reward myself with soda. And it always kills my stomach. It's like the worst decision ever. Don't drink soda, it's not good for you. I mean, drink if you want, it's free country, but I see you and I'm seeing in my shadow.
The wheelbase is longer in the Tacomas, so
Oh yeah?
yeah, than the 4Runner. So blind curves, we're not at an advantage anymore.
That's so weird because, like, from an outside perspective, looking at the two different vehicles, I would thought that this one would give us better visibility. The hood is shorter, though.
Maybe it is.
It
now that
is.
You're saying
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not as bulbous on the sides.
That makes sense.
Excuse me.
Warned you guys that we were dorks. Anyways, as we reached soft sand, I really wanted to play around with all of the tech. I mean, notably, that's one of the biggest differences between older and newer Toyota off-road vehicles.
So right now we're in the 4Runner TRD Pro, but the Tacomas, like from the inside, are basically 99% similar. I mean, they've got all the same buttons. In fact, when you're sitting in the Tacoma, it pretty much looks identical to the 4Runner. But yeah, if we like get in here and take a look, you can see first off, we've got part-time 4-wheel drive. So we've got 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. That's what's engaged right now. We also have a rear locker available in all the vehicles that we're going to be driving in today. So unfortunately, you can only engage this in 4 low, just like kind of a Toyota thing. Then we've got stabilizer bar disconnect mechanism. So that's pretty nice. We can, you know, maximize our wheel travel and our articulation just up front.
And of course, the thing we've both been raving about, the front and side cameras, which really do improve visibility in these sorts of conditions. As you can see, I definitely utilize them a lot. And of course, you can't forget about the roll and pitch angles. But additionally, this large 14-inch touchscreen is nice for my Onyx off-road map, which has Hell's Revenge well documented. Super useful, and as always, there's a discount code to these off-road trail maps and many other in the description.
And then on like the software side of things, we've got multi-terrain select. I have used this a lot before in my 2019 Tacoma. So basically, you know, you can set different modes. I think there's auto, rock, sand, and mud, and it just adjusts various parameters like wheel slip, traction control, throttle control, all those sorts of things to make it like a little bit easier. And I think it's a really nice system. I'm glad they have them here in these new trucks. The other thing I'm very curious about is crawl control, because that exists in these vehicles.
Now, I'm familiar with crawl control, or basically cruise control over off-road obstacles, as I like to think of it, because it's also in my older Tacoma. But while effective, it sort of feels like this archaic piece of technology, so I honestly don't use it a ton.
They say in these vehicles, crawl control is actually completely new software. It's different, it's updated, it's supposed to be a lot more quiet.
So I took this as an opportunity to try out the new crawl control.
So, put on the brake. I think you modulate the speed, yeah, this way. Okay. So, my foot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, obviously gonna steer.
Yeah.
Let's see if we get stuck in the same sections that they do. I'm gonna hang close to them.
Well, it's because they got stuck right before us. They've created...
Yeah, a little bit. They've dug it out a little bit,
Yeah.
but that's okay. I'm gonna hang towards
the right. Yeah, you've got room.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna speed up the crawl control a little bit.
Oh, you could speed it up.
Yeah, I think it's helping us crawl through some of this
Nice.
soft stuff.
Oh. That left tire, did it fall into it?
Left hand down. There you go.
Okay. Sorry, we fell in their
You'll drive
hole.
right out of it.
Okay.
Yep, you're good.
Crawl control.
I feel like you needed some momentum there.
Yeah, I was
And
trying to
it
give it, and then
I think crawl control is great for the rocks, right? Not really the sand? Or is it good for
no,
sand?
crawl control can pull you out of sand. I've seen like
Really?
videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I myself have actually gotten out of the sand with it. But for this new version, yes, it is quieter, but I think I'll need to try it out again on another obstacle to really just let you guys know if I think it's all bark and no bite.
And then what do you use rear locker for again normally?
So basically, once you lock the rear diff, you're getting equal amount of power to both tires. So if we get off camber, or in a situation where
Right.
there's less traction on one tire, but we want more traction, right?
Okay, and we'll do that because, is it sandy or?
I don't think it's sandy up there. I can't really see, but I don't know. It might just be rocky, and we're going to be in a situation where, our camber is not
Maybe
even.
one lifted up in the air. or
Yeah,
something.
one lifted up in the air, so you want more traction to the tire that's on the ground.
Okay.
Otherwise, traction control I think is turned off right now, but if traction control is on, it would send more power to the one with less traction, but if that's the one in the air, then
Right.
we're not
beneficial for us.
not beneficial.
It's crazy how he just disappears.
I know.
You're so close with that.
Perfect.
Yeah?
Take it down one.
Cool.
Come on around.
Okay,
A little bumpy
cool.
on top. Good work.
Thank you. That was good spotting. That was fun.
Didn't even touch. Not even a chirp.
I'd like to get that in writing. Anyways, before we knew it, we reached the crown jewel of Hell's Revenge, the Hell's Gate obstacle.
Hell's Gate to the right. Hell's Gate, let's go.
Now, if you haven't been here, you've probably seen videos like this or this. And yep, that's the infamous Hell's Gate. As much as we wanted to give it a shot, in bone stock Toyotas and with a big group, we decided to skip it today and head to the nearby river overlook instead. Of course, that just means we have an excuse to come back, maybe next time in my own truck, knowing we can make it here.
You there?
The river?
Yeah, you can.
River Thames?
Yeah, it's the River Thames.
There's a couple places I've been to in my life where I feel like the earth is just insane, and Moab is definitely one of them. Holy crap.
So after some of the best views on this trail, it was a great spot to turn around and rerun it back down. Elly and I switched on and off driving again so that we could each try experiencing the sections that we didn't drive on the way up.
Nice and slow. All that. Good job. Come a little this way, a little left. Turn got you from here.
like this.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel like it's peppier.
Oh, the Tacoma.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that too. There's a little bit more, I feel like, front end torque.
Yeah. There's a little bit delay though.
Yeah.
Like that.
I don't know if that's like the hybrid. You know, the accelerator's not as linear or predictable as like you might expect. So now that you've driven the trucks on some of the like more, I guess, rocky sections, do you feel like you missed the 4Runner because it's got a better departure angle? Or do you still like the feel of the Tacoma?
I like the feel of the Tacoma. I just don't want this bed in the back.
That's what a 4Runner is, right?
No, but I feel like the 4Runner's not as stiff.
The suspension. I do think the suspension should be tuned a little bit more stiff in the 4Runners, because I feel like the 4Runner, when I stop to it, like nosedives a little bit. I will say the size of the 4Runner is so nice because you know, you feel like I'm not worried about the rear end as much.
Yeah, the bed is an interesting thing. I feel every time it's scraped, I felt bad.
It's part of off-roading.
I was like, no, I failed.
Failed? No. That's like how you learn.
Right.
It's something that just happens when you're off-roading. It's really hard to, like, you know, predict what's going to happen.
Right.
In my opinion, like, I think it's more impressive to be a spotter than to be a driver. Like what these guys are doing with spotting is really impressive.
I agree.
Because you have to know how the vehicle's going to land. Otherwise, like, your suspension's going to change the angle of the vehicle. You know, the rear end characteristics of the vehicle aren't like necessarily the same. You have to clear the entire thing.
Right.
So you have to like have a really good eye for that sort of stuff, and I feel like that's more impressive. It's like they're the, you know, we're RC cars. They're the
that's what Sean was saying. We're like RC cars, and they're controlling us.
Yeah. Tell the viewers what you normally drive. Is it these?
So no, my cars are very different than this. And what Chloe and I were saying is my cars are much smaller. So I'm not used to driving something with a bed. I have a 2003 Toyota RAV4. It's like quite small. And that's also the biggest car I've ever driven.
Really? The RAV4?
The RAV4.
Okay. It's still like a decent sized car, but it's a small SUV and not,
It's tiny.
I feel like, as
they've
cars,
they've
gotten bigger, and don't you think the blind spots have gotten worse? In vehicles, like for me, in this car, like when you turn your head back and even look at this blind spot, I feel like I look at the chair. And the not the A pillar, but the B pillar or the C pillar on like the back side of the truck. For me, it's like kind of hard to see. I mean, that's why there's like cameras and all this new tech and everything, but I feel like the older cars, they're smaller, they're easier to see out of.
So the other car that I drive is a 1992 Mazda Miata. So that's tiny.
I love that.
I love it.
I love it for you.
I love it. So I'm trying to convert it into a spec Miata car.
Okay, so you're gonna do some racing with it?
Yeah, I want to. I need to put a roll cage in it.
Oh, cool.
So that will be my next adventure, learning process for me. I don't know. It's fun because I like doing different things.
Yeah, a little taste of everything.
Yeah, a little taste of everything. So it's fun.
I like that too, but I love the dirt and desert and solitude. I sound like such a weirdo.
No, I like that you have your thing that you love.
I think I went up this line, so I remember it.
Yeah, you did, I think.
Bit.
Yeah.
Cool. Down a little bit.
Nice. Yeah.
We're nose to the ground.
Yeah, we are nose to the ground.
That's 30. See? 30. That was like 30, right?
I feel like it was more than 30.
Yeah.
There's no way this is 30 degrees. It's more.
You know how you tell on camera for real?
What?
My hair. It's like which way it's going. How far it's going down.
It's like when you're at the very top of a roller coaster and it lets you look over before it drops you. Hopefully we don't get dropped.
I'm not letting go of the brake here.
I hope not.
I'm putting us in like S1.
Okay.
Dude, you can see where everyone's scraped down there. That's crazy.
Oh, is that the white?
Yeah, see all the white? That's why you don't want to go fast.
Okay, okay.
That's how you take out a bumper.
Got it.
Dude, Elly, we're gonna go down.
Oh, shut up! No! Is this the steepest drop? This is the steepest drop, I think. Dude, this is crazy that we're not strapped in and this is not a roller coaster. You could actually kill us if you just like, if you just hit the throttle. No, we would like die. Imagine you just like went straight into that rock right there.
That's what I love to hear as I'm crawling down this.
Like, imagine you just bombed that.
No,
dude, imagine if your brakes failed.
Okay. Well, that's true.
And
you know what?
imagine
I would engine brake as much as I could, but that would be really bad. But you know what would have happened if I didn't brake? We would have crashed into that spot where I showed you where everyone was getting scratched up at the bottom, and then the airbags like would have gone off.
Yeah, actually we wouldn't have hit that rock.
Yeah, we wouldn't have hit that, but we would have gone to the bottom. We would have literally hit rock bottom.
Thankfully, we didn't, because there were some cool things we saw on our way back, including prehistoric dinosaur tracks.
It's usually visible.
This was a fun pit stop and surprise on the trail, and we crossed back through some sections we were familiar with, like Lake Michigan again.
We made it out in one piece. We didn't take off a bumper. Let's go! Good job, Elly.
Yeah! I mean, all things considering, like, I guess for some reason I'm like, oh, I didn't do it perfectly, but...
Off-roading is never perfect.
Yeah.
Bound to make mistakes, and it's the only way to learn.
It really is, but I'm glad we kept the vehicles in one piece despite some of the obstacles we encountered today.
Final thoughts? That was fun.
Yeah.
Okay, it was fun. For me, personally, I like a little more speed. So I saw all the UTVs and I was like...
You were dreaming about being in
I was dreaming about mobbing.
She wanted to hop out of my car. And...
No, but I think we were kind of mentioning how this being my first off-roading experience, like true, I think, off-roading experience, it's kind of wild that it's Moab and it's with these vehicles. I enjoyed the aspect of kind of like what you were mentioning, getting to test the stock cars. Like, it's cool to, like, you were talking about the limitations, which it felt like there were almost none.
Yeah, I think it was a little deceptive though, that like, yes, it was doable. It wasn't impossible. It wasn't something out of line or like, oh my gosh, we did something insanely unbelievable with these vehicles. But at the same time, it's not something that, you know, you don't see stock vehicles, like just pure stock vehicles on that trail,
right? Just
like left and right, you know, you see UTVs and Jeeps, and so, you know, the fact that we were out there and doing stuff and could do it, sure, we had to take the easier line and the bypasses, but
I don't think we even had to take the easier line.
There were some sections we could have, but there's no way we were climbing up Hell's Gate.
Yeah.
Not with our group.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
You being in the car and the vibes, I feel like, you know, made the experience like a little bit more like thrilling. You know?
Yeah.
Just like,
I love how you're like, I love your reactions, and I'm just like, ah!
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is just like, okay. And I would otherwise be in the office.
Right.
Doing some computer work.
Very different than your typical Thursday.
That is exactly, yeah. I'd be sitting at my desk right now doing some code reviews. When you drive these vehicles, you definitely, like, yes, the stock vehicles cannot get up there. You know, a lot of it is how good are the spotters you have. And it's, you know, but you still have to be a good driver and at least, you know, pay attention and, you know, not deviate from the directions that they're giving you. So
yeah,
I do feel like there is still a level of driver skill involved. But no, these vehicles can totally do it. And we did it. And yeah, had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.